Hello everyone, welcome back to the walkthrough for the game Othercide. So we at day 9 and we have 3 synapses to close. A penance mission, hunt mission, and 2 hunt missions. So this is a difficult penance mission, it's an impossible penance mission, but does give us a lot of experience. So, um, I don't think I will do this mission because I don't have my strongest team. I'm going to do a easier mission, maybe the hunt challenging mission in the Fallen Street, or the hard mission in the operating table. Yeah, maybe that one. Um, we'll bring Chris, Ada, and Cindy. We need to level up Ada a little bit because she's quite low level.
We must prepare to pay any price.
The more Soul Slinger you have, the better it is because Soul Slingers are very useful towards the end, especially against the final boss.
A wretched stench to mark a vile horror.
Okay, so we have 2 enemies here. An infected and also a plague doctor, which I'm not concerned about, and a worm. So only 6 enemies for us to deal with. The infected might cause us some trouble because of their ranged attack. So infected are really annoying enemies because they can attack you halfway across the map. They can also buff and heal enemies. You can see that there are certain areas of the map that they can't shoot at. So right behind this object is a blind spot because here the line of sight is broken. So infected also have a fairly good initiative, so they can take turns pretty quick. But what's really annoying is their range destruction and their protective shadow. Protective shadow makes allies stronger by giving them armor. They can also heal them, although the healing seems to have less range than protective shadow. The range destruction is also annoying because although it doesn't do a lot of damage, it destroys your armor, so it makes you take more damage from other sources. Zone of Hurt is really annoying because it does a lot of damage and pushes you back. One thing to know about Zone of Hurt is it's hard to interrupt with interruption skills. It seems to not work. I don't really understand. Like Saving Grace doesn't seem to work with Zone of Hurt. So if they attack your daughter with Zone of Hurt, it's hard to interrupt that skill. Yeah, overall they are really annoying enemies, but they're not that difficult to deal with. They have a stronger version called Infested, and those are really annoying. Okay, so let's go up. Let's just check this guy's blind spots. So he shouldn't be able to hit us from here. I recommend you take down the infected as soon as possible. Don't let them run around freely. So we just advance our daughters up, trying to engage the enemy. Yeah, what makes them annoying is their protective shadow skill, which makes allies stronger. Also, alright, once you engage the infected, you need to make sure you take it down. You do not want it to be around for any longer than necessary. Alright, I'm gonna use Imbued Blade here because I can take down 2 enemies. And I'm going to use Ada to finish the job. Against the infected.
flawless. Memories once locked away from us.
Alright, Ada can finish that. Worms are also interesting because they don't have a back. They're around. Yeah. Worms don't have a back, so it's impossible to backstab or flank worms.
No more false prophets. Another terror to haunt us.
And they don't really die, they just sort of shrink into the ground. So that's something interesting.
Ignore this blight at
But
your
their delayed
power.
attacks can be cancelled.
Drag our daughters into the void.
Their delayed attacks can be cancelled with
Memories once locked away from us.
with protected force. So you can push them away to cancel their attacks. We won't go into burst.
We go where we are called.
Okay, another infested. We might as well go up to fight with them. Their attacks don't do a lot of damage, but they are quite
Flesh
dangerous
is its canvas.
because they're not that dangerous. They do very little damage, but they shred your armor, so they can do more and more damage later. It also causes you to take more damage from other sources. Chris can deal with a worm, so I'm not particularly worried.
How foolish my fears.
Alright, GG. It's gone.
Her
Well,
strength
yeah,
inspires me.
because they are pretty annoying enemies.
Memories once locked
Alright,
away
GG.
from us.
So we have succeeded.
Strength inspires me.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Memories once locked away from us.
So we did pretty well in this mission. We didn't lose any HP. Oh, we lost a little
His
bit of
green
HP on
promises
Ada.
won't shackle my
No matter
daughters.
what, we will find our own.
Yeah, we lost a little bit of HP on Ada, but Ada did gain new
We've
traits.
awoken from one nightmare,
Ethereal
but we may
frame.
soon live another.
She lost so much she no longer has the same cohesion. Movement range -1, armor +30. Alright. Trading some armor for movement range? Sure, why not? Alright, let's advance to the next
Our
day. That was a
daughters
pretty
ache to battle the next nightmare.
that was not a difficult mission because they were pretty weak enemies. Except the infected. So we have many missions. We have the Penance mission, which is something I don't really want to do this mission, but I'm going to do it. I could actually just do it, this Penance mission with Bella, which is what I've done before. Yeah, because I've done Penance mission with one daughter before. It's actually not a bad idea. It is possible to beat the game with one daughter, like beat the Penance mission with one daughter. It's actually not a silly idea. It can actually make the game a little bit easier. I've never done it with two daughters before. I'm just thinking, because this is a very difficult mission. We're gonna try it with 3 daughters, because I'm not confident that I'll be able to beat this with 1 daughter, but sometimes I can.
Pay any price.
Like, it might not be impossible to do. Like, it might be 1 daughter is easier.
In this church, this woman could not escape his scrutiny.
Okay, so first thing we'll get some Penance gauge with an easy enemy.
Memories once locked away from us.
Okay, so let's have a look our setup. So the church is the chapel, or the church, I call it. There's a picture of a nun or lady here, and that's the maid. So she's one of the bosses actually, but it looks very interesting. Like, they got candles and a picture in the middle. So the church or the chapel is a very interesting map. There are a lot of places to hide from line of sight by hiding behind these pillars, so they can give protection. And looks like this whole place is fallen down. Look, a lot of the pillars have been destroyed. And what else makes it interesting is that there are a lot of enemies. So there are a lot of plague doctors and plague butchers here. There's also annoying infected here and a hunter there on the back. So we just need to be really careful on what we're going to do here. So we need to advance our daughters up first, just towards this middle section where we can engage all these enemies. We can use these pillars to hide from the infected by breaking line of sight. We also need to deal with this hunter. So there's a lot of things to deal with and a lot of enemies to fight, and it's not easy at all. So again, sidestep. Lightning strike. Yeah, we can get a backstab.
No more false prophets.
So just move up. Don't worry about going into burst, because I think we have spirit haste, right? Well, I think we do. I don't really know. Maybe we don't. So the hunter is gonna be a problem because of their leap. Okay, so alright, we don't have spirit haste, we have protected force. Not a big problem. Okay, so we can knock out these 2 guys. Yeah, we can just put ourselves here. I'm a little bit concerned about the hunter. I am. Also, sorry, I'm not sure why I did that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not what I meant to do.
A bitter victory.
Okay, need to move this way. Alright, this enemy is just gonna keep buffing the range unit. Not worried at all. So what I want to do here is, yes.
strength inspires me.
Alright, this will become more clear later. I'm not actually sure why I used Blacksmith's Grace before. I didn't really need to do that. That wasn't the right thing to do. I'm just wasting HP. Oh, I think my thought process was that infected might attack me. So maybe that's the reason. See, they're just pushing me up the timeline. So attacking me does no damage, but it pushes me up the timeline. Basically, I'm trading HP for timeline. Alright, I need to see this guy's blind spot. I think it's here, right? Yeah. Okay. So the hunter will attack me, but I'm not worried at all. Because if I have 400 armor, so the hunter will do no damage. Yeah, so that's why the 400 armor with sidestep is so good. It's such a good investment for that little bit of extra armor. I'm going to actually place myself here. I want to take down that infected as soon as possible. So I'm just placing my daughters here. Yeah, that 400 armor makes a big difference. It doesn't feel like a lot of armor, but it does. It makes a huge difference. So I just delayed these until my next turn. I can deal with them then.
Blessed are those who heed the call.
So I need to take this enemy down.
Impressive.
Because otherwise it's gonna cause me a lot of trouble. Okay. So we have a new type of enemy called a larvae. Or larva. Larvae. So these are really annoying enemies as well. But I mean, alright, we'll use protective force here.
For your redemption.
Get this one. I think it's time for shadow rounds, right? Yeah, shadow rounds. Okay, so I'm a little bit concerned about Rebecca's position because it's a bit risky. I could run. I want to defeat this enemy first.
Come into my arms and repent.
Or I want to try to defeat this enemy first. What about if I defeat this enemy again? Okay, I won't be able to get out. I just want to see. Okay, if I move myself to there, I'll be able to escape. Alright. and I wouldn't go into burst. Sometimes you can move one extra tile behind the white boundary, and it doesn't cost AP. Like I'll show you guys what I mean later. Okay, I will need another armor buff. I won't be able to take down that Plague Butcher because he has armor. Yes, I'm using a lot of health, but it's okay. Not a huge problem.
Come into my arms and
you need to be careful using shadow rounds in this type of missions. There's a bug with shadow rounds where even when your soul slinger evacs, they can still shoot enemies for one turn. So just be careful. So larvae is an annoying enemy because they run away from you. They have a strong base attack which does 430 damage 2 times. But what they really have annoying is a skill called Grasping Mandible. So you can immobilize a daughter for 30 initiative units. After delay of 60 initiative units, deal up to 500 damage. So they can delay you halfway across a map, stop you from moving for 30 initiative units, and look at the range on this attack. It's really, really annoying. So they immobilize you halfway across the map. It does have a minimum range of 1, so if you're standing right next to them, they can't use it. But if you stand right next to them, they will use their base attack, which does a lot of damage, and a skill called Piercing Shriek. Piercing Shriek interrupts the first action by a daughter and deals up to 510 damage. So it's an interruption skill, much like interception round or interception shot and saving grace. But it interrupts your first action. This could be movement action, a buff like Blacksmith's Grace. It even could be a teleporting attack like Lightning Strike. So it is able to interrupt your first action. So do not get close to these guys unless you're ready to take them down or defeat them. They also have sticky armor, which gives them 310 armor for 70 initiative units. Reacts by any attack by immobilizing the daughter for 60 initiative units. So when you get close to them, not only do they have an interruption skill, they also can armor buff by creating 310 extra armor for 70 initiative units. Makes them resistant to most attacks, even attacks from the Blade Master, because they already have 55 armor. In addition, sometimes you can get infected and larvae spawn together, so infected can further buff their armor by 150. So they end up having 500 plus armor, which makes them very, very difficult to handle. So these are formidable enemies and are very annoying because they can immobilize you halfway across the map. And these enemies are annoying because they can shoot halfway across the map. So if you get an infected and a larvae teaming together, they're really annoying units. Especially if you can't really get close to them. They also will run away from you if you get too close as well. So they do a hit and run tactic. Yeah. These guys, they're not as dangerous as infected. Because their Grasping Mandible, you can easily run away from it. Because it only delays you for 30 initiative units. And they will only attack the daughter furthest down the timeline. So they're similar to these enemies, Curse Therapist, where they will lock on, or they will target lock the daughter furthest down the timeline. So these guys will target lock daughters furthest down the timeline, which means you can manipulate the timeline to cause them to target certain daughters, and you can then absorb the attack. For example, you can cause them to target my shield bearer, which I can then use Blacksmith's Grace to absorb the damage from the attack, rather than having them target my Soul Slinger or my Blade Master. I could also cause them to target my Blade Master, where I can use skills such as Sidestep to escape from getting immobilized, because Sidestep is a skill that you can teleport, alright? So you can escape from being immobilized with teleporting skills such as sidestep. Sidestep, you can also escape using teleporting attacks like lightning strike. Alright, I don't want to do anything with Bella anymore because I don't want to go into burst. Right, I'll just delay these guys. I can't indefinitely delay them. Eventually, they will get enough health. So eventually, they're gonna cause me problems. Okay, you notice that heal is an area of effect heal. So basically, he healed two two units, two allies. So that's what makes them really, really annoying. It's called Dark Emanation. Okay, so this enemy is gonna immobilize my Soul Slinger. So I don't know whether I'll be able to take him down. Maybe I can. Alright. I'm just gonna park my Blade Master right next to him. Okay, remember what we said before, Penance mission? Your Shield Bearer needs to get out of that last. So your Shield Bearer should stay here until the very end. While Soul Slingers and the Blade Master needs to go first. So we'll get this one. And this means our Soul Slinger can escape. So they cannot immobilize us from escaping the map. That's not possible. This enemy can heal as much as you like. It's not gonna heal enough.
Exquisite.
Okay, so we have then two enemies to deal with.
Away from us.
So the ways to deal with these larvae enemy is to go in and do enough damage. Blade Masters are the easiest to deal with them because they have skills such as sidestep and lightning strike, which can bypass target immobilizing skills. Yeah, so they can bypass target immobilizing effects. Okay, he still did a little bit of damage, but that's okay, because I can perpetually delay him until the end of time. We slam, I can keep delaying him. I can just keep delaying him and he can't do anything. See, that's why Shield Bearers are very powerful. And towards the end of the Penance mission, you might only have a few enemies left. So you want to have a unit that's very strong, able to tank damage, and constantly delay enemies. So if you're up against a strong target, you can just use your Shield Bearer to just continuously delay them.
Redemption.
And if you continue to delay them, they can't do anything like here. They cannot act. They might be able to attack you once or twice beforehand, but you can absorb the damage by using Blacksmith's Grace. Okay.
His creed promises let her flourish. No
So
matter
Joe's
what,
level
we
7.
will find
Wow.
our own. Though the danger
May
passes,
this memory be one.
we must prepare for the next.
So my allies have gone some new traits, I think. One with the gun. So Jill has critical chance plus 10% and AP plus 10. Wow. My pride and joy. She has achieved true mastery. Awesome. So we have a couple of not easy mission, but easier mission to do. The Lost Alley. So we just have scavengers to take care of. I think we will face a lot of scavengers. So this mission is actually good if Joe is around because we can use protected force. There is also a Hunt Impossible mission in the chapel. And this might be the mission that we are going to do. So I will use a relatively stronger team. Clemens, Sam, sorry, not Sam. I want Chris, Sandy. I want to level up Helena a little bit, and then Ada. I could also use 2 Blade Master. Haven't thought about it. Sam is a bit low on health, so it's probably okay. Yeah, I might want to level up Ada. Range characters are fairly strong as well. Okay, anyway, we'll do that next time. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.